guys. Welcome for our, I think it's the 5th edition of Satsang. Every Sunday morning around 10 o'clock Amsterdam time, we come together. And I'm so grateful for Wi-Fi and technology that you, Kalika, can join like that. You know, we can see each other, we can speak to each other, we can feel into each other, we can make music, we share, we support. It is so incredible that we have all these tools nowadays. I don't even have to go outside. I can come out of my bed, have my sacred morning ritual, did a little bit of organizing, took care of my body, made myself this cacao, sesame, magic drink. And now I'm sitting behind my computer and connecting with you. Well, isn't this life just truly magical? So, Tanya, tell us, from which part of the world are you joining us? Where are you, sweetie? I can't hear you. I see your lips moving. Yeah. Yeah.
My English is not so good. I'm from Belgium.
Ooh. No, I can't hear you.
Yes. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Yes.
Yeah. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Yes, yes. 5 minutes ago, before it started, I get an invitation from Ria, from
Yeah.
also from Belgium.
Yeah.
So I ticked on and I said, okay, I will try it.
Very good.
So I'm very curious.
That's so beautiful. I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Where in Belgium are you, Tanya?
Between Antwerp and Brussels,
Ah,
in
yeah.
Mechelen. Yes.
Ah, yeah. Ah, that's close to Rea because I've been at Rea's place.
Mm.
Oh, Mechelen. Nice. Well, good to have you. Have a good time. Just get yourself a tea or something to drink and get yourself cozy. And you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Welcome. My lovely sister.
So, yes, here in India, it's the middle of the day. And I also am going through my Shravan rituals and processes. Every day is different, every day is new, and new openings and new realizations going more deeper within myself, with nature, with existence. And for me, everything has been very peaceful this morning and as usual, but different colors. So I also had my couple of uh, my extended family. They were here. My kids were there. So they were sharing their bits, their stories. That is what is my regular thing to do. So whatever they receive from here, they share it out in the world, and they are so excited, and they see how it is really magnified, whatever's happening inside them, how it is magnified out in the world, and how much they can really become more in harmony with existence. That's so beautiful to know from them. And this morning also, I felt that what I was telling you, that I feel so much peace. Not morning, this it's like an extended time for me of really going deeper inside into that space of feeling that peace and enjoying and savoring every bit of that, not doing anything, not knowing anything, not wanting anything, just staying in an open, receptive, empty space. And whatever life is bringing, just to stay with that aha moment that, oh, wow. And then this morning we have a new gift of Tanya in the sisters group. We have a beautiful sister, new face, fresh smile and heart present here. So thank you, Tanya, for showing up, because you are our gift and you made our day in this space, because we keep that space open. And in our traditions of the Baals and the mystics, what we say is that you simply have to be present just to receive the divine there. And it can come to you in any form. It can come to you in the form of a bird. It can come to you in the form of the cloud. It can come to you in the form of a new human being. So whoever and whatever it is, just stay receptive and open and see what is coming to you. So I'm very glad and grateful that today you entered my vortex and you are there. And as we know that on 8th of August, this Lionsgate portal have opened. And Lionsgate portal, it's still on. Till the 12th series will be there. So we are still in the portal and we can see that that energy is still alive inside us. And Leo has to do with our heart energy very much. And we are receiving everything in our heart. And what I see and watch every day is like there's so much peace and there's so much silence. There's so much joy and yeah, so much new gifts. So beautiful to see Tanya and Humita in this open space, in this open vortex of the heart and the sisterhood of femininity. Beautiful.
And it's beautiful because we come together every Sunday and the tribe is growing. So some women, and I'm so grateful, Tanya, that you're here, are joining live. But then we bring this recording to YouTube, and then hundreds of other women are also watching and feeling into sisterhood, the togetherness, the heart we share. And they get for sure something out, because that's what satsang gives you. It gives you your truth. I often say is that it's a beautiful space to get your question answered. So if you're like lingering around with something and you don't know what to do, this is like a great place to just surrender, not focus on the question, and all of a sudden you know. And then after, you know how to move. This is what satsang always brings me. And for me, it also feels like coming home. I remember me sitting in India with like hundreds of people, and it was just like, I could just rest on a deeper level, like, oh, so beautiful. And I agree, I felt a lot of peace this morning. And these days are always very special for me, because on the Lions portal, it's the day that my mother left her body years ago. Yeah, and around midnight, of course, she picked a really beautiful moment to just, leave with a bang. And it was actually me, because I told her 4 hours before, I was keeping her here. And it was, of course, a little bit egoistic of me, but I just wanted a little bit more. And then I realized, like, okay, now I have to let you go. So I told her, okay, Mom, you're free. I'm letting you go. I disattach from you. And a couple of hours later, she left. And that was on the 8th. So these days are always like different. Like, you feel different. There are more emotions running. And then the Lion's Gate, I can feel that. And then you go up, and then you enter like another space. And now I feel like Kaudika. I woke up this morning so peaceful. I was in my bed and I felt like a newborn, like a baby. I'm like, coochie, coochie, coochie. I did, I could have made these sounds like coochie, 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 coochie. It was so peaceful. It was like I was taking care of myself. I was nourishing myself. I was loving my body, like every piece of my body. I was loving and being grateful for and just giving it more attention. It was so peaceful. It makes me so happy.
Beautiful. It's very beautiful of you to share this story of your mother and your letting go of her. I just felt like when you were sharing this, that many people speak about manifestations nowadays. What you want to manifest on the Lionsgate portal and things like that. And over again, I keep telling, don't try to manifest anything. And that's very difficult for people. And they're like, hey, why not? We can do this or do that. The more you go deeper in the understanding of energy, you will always know whatever you're pushing towards. And for you always have to pay a price. Price in the sense, it's an energetic exchange from the universe always. So you have to let go of something to receive something. And even when you let go of something, there's some open space. If you are ready for it, it will happen to you. And if you are already very full with so many things, and first of all, what doesn't let anything happen is your very idea of getting something, that I want this. And it can sound very funny, but this is the very energy of this wanting that becomes the greatest barrier of receiving what you actually need. So the prayer is actually about just let go, just allow everything to go from you that is not serving you anymore. And you, as you see, sometimes it's even the closest people and the human beings that we are holding into our lives. I can share my story from a long time back, like 2011 Lionsgate portal. I was in my process of the same process that I'm doing now, Chaturmasya, the 4 months. They are very important in our practices. That was the time the guidance came to me that I have to let go of my son, my child. And my child, he was only 7 years old then. For me, it was like what kind of a command is that from the goddess? Because letting him go is like, it's like taking away my heart. I will get numb. I didn't have still any idea about, because for many people, spirituality is all about very like happy go lucky and on the surface. No, it's not that easy, and it is also not everybody's path. It's really not everybody's path. We cannot say everybody is in the spirit, but if we would say spirituality as a path, you will have to evolve and come to that state where you can really be capable of doing certain practices. And when we do these practices, it's not us who is doing it. When we are capable and our capability comes from the divine itself, it just blossoms. It's like the flower of the moment. It happens. You cannot push yourself. Even if you do it and say, oh, I wished it and I did it, if you would go deeper in your meditation and you see, who is this I that wished to do this, that I could have wished for something else, but why did you wish to do that? So getting to the point of where it commanded and it asked from me to let go me of my son, I knew, okay, if it is asking for it, then okay, so it is. Along with that came a certain process, a certain meditation for me. And it was quite interesting. It was quite interesting. So I think we can do that process in a very small way if we could just sit together and we can just do it for a little while. So you can just sit comfortably, closing your eyes. And make a ha sound, letting go. And feeling that your whole body is just emptying up. And feeling that when you die, you will also breathe out your last breath. That will be your last exhalation. Every moment that we are exhaling, we are letting go of the past impressions, of the old memories, of old energies. And with every exhalation, just be aware of what is the impression coming to you? What are you thinking of? What it is bringing to you? Focus your energy towards the day and envision and sense and feel and hear and see what is happening around you the moment when you are dead. You are dead. See yourself in this moment that you are dead. How many people are there around you? What are they speaking? What are they saying? What are you feeling? What are you listening? Just a moment before you were alive, there were many plans, there were many ideas in life, there were many impressions of different kind of people. What is your feeling right now when you are dead? All the people who have given you pain, or you thought that somebody has given you pain, or some situation that has created some trouble for you, things that you have not been able to forgive. But now you are dead. What will you do with your plans, your agendas? Take a long deep breath back into your body. Coming to the present moment right now. Take another deep breath, energizing and blessing the place and the surrounding where you are right now. And taking a last deep breath. Feeling one with the whole existence, and you are a part of it. There is nowhere to go, there is nowhere to run. You are here now. And soon, when you feel comfortable, you can gently open your eyes. You can feel your hands, your body, and the air around you. How do you feel, Tanya?
Yes. How do I feel?
We
Slightly.
can't hear you, sweetie.
Oh, okay. Can I now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Yes, I was speaking very soft. Feeling overwhelmed by the words being dead, maybe. Also by people around me. I'm also very missing my stepson. I was married 10 years ago, and that man had a son, and I raised him up from 1 till 9 years, and then I left him, and I'm missing him. But I don't want to push him to come to me, so I let him free and with him 4 years ago, a lot of time, and now I let him go. And I feel the missing, and I felt he was nearby me. Also the family, and it was very special. So the tears are coming, and I'm very grateful for the guidance you give. And the breathing was very necessary. I'm calm and yes, peaceful. Yes, feels special. Also, I'm now in a house a few meters away from them. A quiet house for just a weekend, being still with myself. So yeah, it's special. All this, yeah, coming now to me. Thank you.
Thank you. That's very beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And thank you.
How is it for you, Humita?
Oh, beautiful. It was basically in one line with where I am right now already, like just now in the 3D, and I feel very peaceful. So I was just laying down there, very peaceful and grateful and looking around. I picked my location because my family, when they leave their body, we have these very dark crematoriums, like these places where they say goodbye. And we have big families and big crowds. So the biggest one is in The Hague. So everyone who decides to leave and it's time to go, we have the goodbye there. But it's like this, it's beautiful in a green surrounding, but the place itself is very dark. You know, dark wood, dark, very like a little bit raw and cold. And I'm always like, we should do this different. And sometimes I speak with my father about it. He's 78, but he's like this traditional Indian professor. I'm like, Dad, maybe for you we should do like a party. And then he's like, are you crazy? Why do that? Where did you get these kind of ideas? He said, well, I don't want a funeral at all. He's like, I don't want anyone to say something about me when I'm not there. If they have something to say about me, then do it now. Well, be careful what you wish for, because he's also not so communicative. He's communicative, but you know, like sharing his heart and his feelings is still a little bit challenging. And me, I'm the opposite. So I tell him almost every week what I appreciate, that I love him. And then in the beginning, he was just silent. You know, I would just say something and then he would just like, or we're on the phone, I say, okay, thanks, Dad. It was a really beautiful conversation. I love you. And then he says, bye. And we end the phone call. But nowadays, he says, I love you by himself to me. You see, it still touches me. I asked my little brother, because I have a big brother, we're the two of us. He's like 2 years younger. And then we have a gift. He's 27. It's with Papa and his current wife. And so I told him, and he's my neighbor. I told him, I said, did Daddy ever said to you, I love you? He's like, I don't think so. I'm like, wow, we're really writing history. So because he said, tell me everything now. So when it's his birthday or when I feel like, I write like these whole epistles, like these whole stories, like how it went and what I'm proud of. And I really point out all the things he did so well. There was a day, we had a period that we were not in contact after the divorce of my parents, because it was too much for me. I couldn't split myself. But the effects of that decision were big. But then we came to a point where we both said, I want to get to know you better. And my dad did it and I did it. And I really acknowledge him for that, because it needs two to tango. And we really wanted to get to know each other. So yeah, so it brought a lot back, but it was mostly peace and gratefulness that I'm in a very good space right now.
Beautiful. This is what I was saying when I was given this this order came to me that I need to let go of my son. And after that, in 2014, I had my sannyas and I completely was gone. And I didn't see him till he was 16 years old. So it was interesting because I was not coming in the way of the Devi. I was not coming in the way of my existence. And now, today, when I see my son, he is taking the same path and how he's just moving. And I know how easy it is for him because he has seen me. And now I see that what has made the big difference for my parents, it was completely a shocker because they couldn't even understand what was going on with me. Though we come from the same lineage, but their lifestyle was completely different. And my mother has always been so scared, exactly just the way you were sharing about your father. My mother has always been very scared of sharing and showing her affections. And for me, from my childhood, it was very difficult. It was like, why she's not like the other mothers and she doesn't love me or what is her problem? But she loved me. She loved me so much that she has given, I am born with all her gifts and talents and everything. But she was so scared of the world and everything around her. And also, I would not say that because this is in the design of the universe. This is supposed to be like that. And she has given me all the gifts and talents of her music and her clairvoyance or her clarity and certain things, which she's also not aware of. And she would say certain things, and I would know, okay, this would happen, and I would just take it as, okay, I know this is going to happen. And these things, it comes to me through her. And now when the time, she was very like, she was always like, she would put a control on me, whatever I'm doing, where I'm going. Even after my marriage, like till the age of 35, that I went out of home completely disconnected from them, till my gurus came and say that, hey, you grow up, this is a woman and you're treating this like a child. But when I took that distance, it was not easy for me. I cannot say it was easy, but for me, it was like I am always in a state of surrender. And that is how God has made me, or life has created me like that. That when the distance came and I saw what was happening through me, they were learning to let go. So, sannyas in our tradition means death. So, we have to do our total death ritual and everything. And this is a new life for us. And even before, when I was at home, sometimes these flashes used to come to me. I told my father one time, Baba, I just want to shave my head, just like a child, very innocent. And he was so angry just to hear that. He said, just only after my death. And I was like, what did I say? Why cannot I just shave my hair? What is the big deal with it? And it's so funny because when I took sannyas, it's actually supposed to be a mini death for both of us. So it happened, and exactly what he said, it was on his death because he died too. Sannyas is actually the death of your past. So now when I connect with him, he's not my father. When I connect with my mother, that's not my mother anymore. They are just two human beings. And they are just the biological portals through which my body came, and it has nothing more to do with that. But when I have moved through this and I see that how life already gave me the symbols that I need to do this consciously before my child grows up. And I see him that he is doing all the things that he wants to do. And I really don't feel like putting my fingers on this or telling him that do this or do that. I'm like, yeah, do it, do it. And every time he would come to me and he would ask me, even today, he was saying, Mama, after this is a few months with you now, because now I'm going to my own Gurukul. He's going to his Gurukul, his lineage. So he will be totally with his Guru. And he says, okay, so I'm going now, last few days with you. I said, yeah, good, okay. And then he said, yeah, after that, I will be doing my work. I will not stay with you under the same roof. I said, yeah, great. You have all my blessings. And then he said, I might get married, and I won't, maybe that I don't even tell you. I said, yeah, good. It's your life. It's your call. Do whatever you want to. And even when he was saying all these things, I was just watching myself that, am I forcing myself to say it or is it just coming out? It's just a spontaneous flow of yes. Yes, of course you have my blessings. Do whatever you want to. And this I can tell you, this is such a freedom. This is such a freedom. If you can feel this, that there's no pressure from nowhere. Yeah, he's free to do what he wants to do. And I'm free to bless him. I'm free. You are free. We all are free. And that is where you want to come. People speak about moksha. Moksha is the liberation, the great liberation. So, liberation from what? Your body has been created, it's temporary. One day it will be liberated. Then, what kind of liberation? Liberation is from your mind. Because even when you die, the mind and the consciousness is still there. And if you have not been able to use the chance of being in the human body and being in the human body, evolving yourself or your mind, you're still caught. And that energy is there. And this is such a beautiful chance in this lifetime to just be liberated, that when you go, yeah, everything is fine. Whatever people say about me, wherever I am, whatever is the situation, I'm just fine with it. It's a big yes, yes. And then you realize that this whole lifetime, this whole journey, it's your, what we call your worship, your puja. Whatever you have done, nothing can go wrong because there's nothing right or wrong in the existence. Whatever you are doing, if there is a lot of joy, there's a lot of grace, there's a lot of freedom, there's only a watcher inside you. You keep the watcher alive inside you. You're moving through your way. And you are simply watching the events of your life blossoming in front of you. And you can only appreciate them. Not all the moments are going to be very fluffy and soft and velvety. There can be also thorny moments, just like some thorny flowers are also there. Thorny plants are there in the garden. Everything is there in your garden also. And that is what many people say 888 is about, the portal of, manifestation, joy, harmony, bliss, abundance, and, a kind of strength and solidity. Tell me one thing. The number 8, it represents Saturn. Saturn is the lord of death. What more solid can be other than your death? So why can't you die already today and now? Knowing that the next moment, whatever is going to come out, is a new version of you, and you are not standing in the middle of it. Allow whatever wants to happen. Let something absolutely new come out of it. Just be. Just let life be and you perish. Anyways, that is what is going to happen, and that is called absolute abundance. Abundance is not only about money. It's not only about how your life is or what kind of a home you are having, this, that. Abundance is you are having it all. And only in death you can experience and have it all without any kind of illusions. Because it will be what it will be. And that is, your freedom is the greatest abundance. Any moment, anything, whatever you want to, you can be anything, you can do anything, you can eat anything, you can drink anything, you can be friends with anyone without any hesitation, without any judgment, without any fear, guilt. That is the greatest abundance. And also without having any kind of definite idea of life, because that puts you in a box. That I want this. Okay, you will have it, no doubt. But you will have only that because you have asked only that. Like many people said that it's difficult for us to meditate. And for us sannyasins, the 3 things that we only need to keep in mind is the 3 mantras that we tell ourselves. Right now I'm sitting. When we sit, I'm just sitting. I want nothing. I want absolutely nothing. I will do nothing. And final is, I am nothing. Only then you can just be. Otherwise, whatever you will want, your desires are going to just be around you and you will not be at peace. Or if you have an identity of yourself, okay, I have to do this, do that, this, that. You will be completely always shaken inside, or something else will be popping up. And if you are kind of connected with your ego that, oh, I am this, then also it's not possible. Because if you have any idea, life cannot make anything of you. Only when you are nothing, then you can say, okay, let's see whatever is coming up in the next moment. And that is the true abundance, the true abundant life of a sannyasin that we say is the one who has given up. Given up means really who has embraced it all. Given up the ideas, let go of all the ideas about who I am, what I need to do, what I want, and this and that. Just you become an open space and a portal in this body, in this physical body, and allowing life to pass through you.
It's somehow a feeling of being satisfied just where you are, in the nothingness, and feeling loved for no reason. And that's not that huffy, fluffy love or the pink roses or red roses, which they're beautiful, but it's that love what really fills you up. And then, like you say, no matter where you go, where you are, what happens, that feeling always remains, because that's you in the essence. And that's something I've been on my path discovering, instead of filling you up with all the things that make you happy. What if you open that source within the self, where you don't have to do anything, you are nothing, there is nothing to achieve, you just go back to you and do you.
The fun thing here is also you don't have to do anything for it.
No.
And when even you say you go back, you also don't have to go back anywhere. You just be.
Yeah.
We can call it the art of allowance. But actually, it is happening right in this moment. And if people say, oh my God, I have so much trouble in my life, and this and that, this stress and that, whatever is happening, you are creating it. It's your creation, nobody else's. You cannot be stressed if you don't have your own goals to achieve. You cannot be stressed if you don't have to do anything. You cannot be stressed if you don't have 1001 desires. You can just be happy looking at the open sky. You can just be happy just being and walking through the green woods and forest. You can just be happy just to be in this body, experiencing that, wow, this is such a human body. I'm in a human body. Sipping your cup of tea, or just having a lunch, or just sitting with a friend, or just watching a cloud passing by, a little bird. Speaking of birds, I have lots of birds coming to and fro in my space. They always keep coming and going. They really make themselves very welcome here. And they are welcome. So many people say, oh, you don't have many friends. I say, really, you have no idea how many friends I have. Every day new clouds are coming. My son knows that I am sitting in my open balcony, and it's just so lush green all around, and I'm just looking up in the sky, and now it's the monsoon. So many different clouds are coming, and I speak with them. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Many times it happens that when we create some meditation space here, many people know when we do the 5 elements, just for the time being that we are creating the meditation space, always there's a rain shower. And that rain shower happens when there is full sun. There is sun. It's not dark or anything. The sun is there, but still the shower will happen. I call it the blessing showers are coming. And when you feel that oneness, and when you know that oneness, let's say, not even to feel, because even if you don't feel, still it is reality that you are nature. You are not separate from nature. Many people say, I feel so close to nature. My love, don't feel close to nature. Know that you are nature. You carry all the elements inside your body, and you are all the elements. So just when we are just physically in the nature, we place ourselves in nature, we automatically, our system comes into harmony. And we feel so peaceful and we feel so good. And that's the whole point. That's it. We are not separate from it. Whoever is listening to whoever will be listening to it, exactly, you need to hear this right at this moment. That is it. Only they will find it. This is what you needed in this moment to hear. That is why you are hearing it. That is it. It can be one, it can be two, it can be thousands, doesn't matter. But that is what the nature is telling you all the time. And the more we come to this space of oneness, this meditativeness, we hear it. We take the signals. We really listen to it. Then the clouds are speaking to you. The birds are speaking to you. Sunrise, sunset is speaking to you. All the leaves of the tree, they are speaking to you. They are dancing for you. The universe is singing a song. The universe is dancing along. The universe is singing on a day like this.
I love that song. That song makes me so happy.
Yes, me too. Me
Oh,
too.
I love it. And I have such a good memories. I remember the first time I heard that song, I was living in Pune in the Osho resort. And I get goosebumps again. And they were playing that song, and something really opens in me. I'm like, what? And people were dancing. And I came from Europe where everyone dances in a certain way. You know, they jump from one foot to the other foot, and it's like a little, little thing. And that's what we do. And then I was in India, and this song started to play, and those people, they moved every part of their body. They were jumping and going, and their whole, I was like, whoa, this is moving. It was incredible. I really loved it.
That is exactly what we do in our path of the bowels. We dance and move each and every bit of our body. And then only when you can sit, and then only you can feel how each and every cell in your body is just dancing and resonating. Even right now, if you don't feel, still it is doing so. Yeah. Just watch how much they are dancing. You have so many friends all over your body. You have billions and trillions of cells, and they are your friends. Meditating is coming back to your whole system of this billion and trillion cells and this community of cells, and telling them, hey, I love you and I'm present with you all. And I know you people are doing a great job for me. I know this.
And I think it's so good to really dance like that at least one time a day. It just sets you on fire. It opens up, it activates your body. It's just life. It's so beautiful. Yeah. So in a couple of minutes,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
this call, the first thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dance on 2 songs today. The universe is singing a song. If you go to YouTube, you just type in universe is singing a song or show, then you'll find it. And I have another one, which is my favorite at the moment. I always have like a song for a period. And now it's, let me tell you, it's Unwritten. That's the name of the song. And the person is Natasha Bedingfield. But the text of the song is very beautiful. It's about a blanco page. And that it's all about feeling, like what you said, Kaulika. Literally, she has a sentence in there. Just allow yourself to feel the raindrop on your skin. And every moment you have the opportunity for a blanco page and create what you want to create and do nothing. And it is very beautiful. It's a very nice song to dance on. So
this is so obvious. I can tell you, people who say that I don't have love in my life, I don't feel love, I only just have to laugh at them. I simply say, are you not breathing yet? And they say yes. I say, don't you see how much love this universe and this existence has for you? Every moment, even if you don't do anything, it is going to send you fresh oxygen so that you can breathe. Every moment the skin is touching, the air is touching your skin. It's the embrace. It's the element of the heart is telling you, hey, I'm here. I'm singing with you. Hey, I'm there. All the moment, the sky is there. You want to put yourself in a box called a house, doesn't matter. But the sky is here. It says, hey, you are so expanded. I'm holding you in that expansion. The only thing we need to do is just we need to change our perspective, how we look at life and how we look at things. And it's so easy. Our path is called Sahaj. The Baul's path is called the Sahaj. It means easy. It's not difficult because it's happening already. You don't have to try anything to do it.
And this is the essence of Tantra.
Yes,
We have
yes,
so
yes.
many things and we see so many things, and Tantra is getting very popular. But this is the true essence. What we
You
just
don't have to do anything. You don't even need a man. You don't even need a woman. The whole existence is making love with you. Simply, the man or the woman is just a mirror. If you are not sensitive enough, it is just a mirror. A child doesn't need anything, no ideas, no paraphernalias. It can just go, yeah,
that. Yeah.
just 2-3 days back I was in my temple space, and I was just dancing to myself, and I speak all kind of things with Kali and my divine mother, and I was just dancing and I was screeching, and I have not seen my son. He was filming me from somewhere hidden. Then later some people came and they said, look, this is what she does. She's the kid in the house. I said, hey, why did you film it? It was so beautiful what he shared with me. He said, if ever I forget who I am, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to remind myself, this is who I am.
Oh, my heart.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is what we just need to remind ourselves. We have the whole world as our playground. Come play. This is a very few days you have in your hands. The only thing which is obvious is your death. You will die any day, any moment. Don't let go of any moment just few times. There's no time. It's a little chance, a little grace, flavor of grace that you have had just to be in this body. You call your human body your temple. Embrace it fully. And just see how many friends in this existence are working so that this body can move. So many people are gifting so many things every day. The food on your plate, how many people are cultivating that? How many people are packaging that? How many people are bringing it to you on the plate? How many people are cooking it for you? How many people whom you don't even know who are praying for your well-being in different corners of the world? You don't even know them. But they only want you to be good. They just want your happiness. That's all they are existing here. And maybe there have been many, many people in the past, and that's your lineage, your ancestors. So much love they had that you are existing today. They have evolved through millions of years, and that love is flowing inside your heart, your blood, your veins, your RNA, your DNA. They are speaking inside your blood. They're saying, hey, we love you. We are alive through you. And here we are right now with you all. You have such a huge lineage. All the friends are sitting here right now inside you. Tantra is about all that. Digging deeper, so deep that you can expand and go beyond this world. Dig deeper into the senses, not to get trapped in the senses, but to understand that you go beyond these senses. They are simply staircases, they are simply ways through which you will understand your true self, who you are. You are life itself, you are universe itself, moving through this beautiful body, experiencing in this moment. Ah, wow, the same universe moving through Tanya, the same universe moving through Humita, the same universe moving through Kalika. The same universe has created itself into three, and they are sitting together and reminding each other, sharing their love. How beautiful is that? That is Tantra. You cannot love anybody else. You will only love you. There's nobody else but you.
That's beautiful. Let's take that with us today. That we're pure love, loving us, doing us, being us.
Yes. Ah,
What an honor to start the day like this.
mm.
Thank you, Kaulika, for being here and sharing your light.
Thank you, beloveds, for showing up and being there, supporting.
Thank you, Tanya. And let's spread this love into the world just by being us. Next
Thank you.
week, you're welcome. Next week, 10 a.m., same place, same link, same location. See you there.
See you again.
Love you.
Bye.